Hello everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I am Meah Arakaki, and my background is in mental health counseling, and currently I am a spiritual director and coach creating spaces of renewal and rest and healing for women via coaching and retreats here on our property. I really wanted to be able to offer some grounding tools that I've been using with clients that most of my clients have found really helpful. So that's what I'm going to be doing here in this space with you. Hopefully we'll spend the next 20 to 30 minutes together, and the goal is just to think a little bit about anxiety, and then to actually have a meditation body practice where we focus on getting present in our bodies, and we will do that via also integrating God into that space with us. So this week is just creating a lot of anxiety for a lot of us. Anxiety is something that takes us out of our present current reality, and our mind starts shifting to something that is in the future, and we start thinking about a future reality that may or may not exist ever. We start having scenarios in our minds, and we start feeling unsafe in our bodies in the current moment about something that is in the future. And in order to combat those feelings of anxiety, the best tool that I have found is to ground back in our bodies in a place of safety. And that's what I'm just going to guide you through here today. And why don't we just go ahead and get started with that? First of all, I want to just make sure that you're in a space that you can feel safe. So just check your surroundings. See if it's a place that you do actually feel emotionally and physically safe in. If you're able to actually take some space and be alone, that's preferred. If you have children, if they're of the age that they can sit still for 20 minutes, then they can feel free to join in this activity as well. If you have littles that aren't able to sit still very long, I suggest just taking 20 or 30 minutes to yourself and maybe swapping out with a partner or a spouse, swap out with another mom or another father that can provide that childcare for you, just so that you can actually feel like you can focus on you and your own experience in your body. And now, before we get started, if you can just get in a comfortable space in your chair. And again, just notice your surroundings. Notice if you feel safe in this space. And then if you do feel comfortable enough to close your eyes, I would ask you to close your eyes. I'm going to close mine as well. And just notice what it feels like to be in your body in this moment. I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Take a deep breath all the way in to your lower back. I want you to continue to take a few deep breaths in slowly, all the way into your lower back, to just slow your body and your mind and your thoughts down. And then again, to exhale through your nose. Take a couple more deep breaths. And I'm just going to guide you through a breath count to just continue to help you get settled and slowed down in this space. So we're going to breathe in for a count of 6. And then we're going to hold for a count of 4, and then exhale for a count of 6. We're going to do that all through your nose, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. So we're going to inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in this time, continue to keep your eyes closed. And we're just going to go through a brief body scan. And the goal here is not to judge your body or try to fix your body. The goal is to just become aware of your embodied presence, to become aware of your body. When we have anxiety, we often disengage from our body, and our body is how we are able to live in the present. So we're going to just begin. Throughout this, we'll have some spaces of quiet and just some spaces to focus on each piece of our body, each part of our body. And if you get distracted, that's totally fine and expected. Just bring your awareness back to your breath or to your body or to the body part that we're focusing on. So we're going to start by just bringing your awareness to your feet. Just notice them. Your toes, your feet. How do they feel? As we go through this body scan, take note of any place that might feel stressed or tight or constricted. But again, we're not trying to fix it. We're not trying to figure it out. We're not bringing judgment. It's just a way to be aware of what's going on in our body. Then move your awareness to your calves, your knees, your legs. Sometimes, if you're having trouble bringing your awareness to a certain part of your body, it can help to Just imagine breathing a deep breath into that part of your body. And we all have different experiences of being in our bodies. And as we go through this body scan, if there are any spaces that you just don't feel comfortable focusing on, always feel free to just go back to the previous part of our body that we focused on, or just move your awareness back to your breath. We're going to begin to move our focus from our legs to our thighs and hips. Again, just noticing. Sometimes you may notice part of your body that as you focus there, it might need to shift a little bit or move in order to feel more comfortable. You may feel some movement in some spaces, and that's completely okay. To sit still and notice, or to also feel free to move in a way that feels comfortable and invited by your body. Take a deep breath. And begin to move your focus to your lower back, your belly. Again, just noticing those spaces, noticing that part of your body. Breathe deep breath into that space if that feels invited. Take a deep breath. And begin to shift your focus to your chest, your shoulders, your arms. Just noticing what it feels like to be in your body, noticing your chest, your shoulders, your arms, not fixing anything, not judging, not figuring anything out. Just being aware of this part of your body. Deep breath. And begin to shift your focus to your neck and the base of your head. Again, if movement feels invited in that space, feel free. Take a deep breath. And begin to shift your focus to your jaw and your tongue. If it feels invited, see if you can soften your tongue and just be present. To this space in your body. Take a deep breath. As you begin to shift your focus to your sinuses and your eyes. Again, just breathing deeply into those spaces if that feels invited. Take a deep breath. And begin to shift your focus to the top of your head. Noticing what it feels like. Continuing to breathe breath all through your body up into the top of your head. Take a deep breath. And just come to an awareness of your full body. What it feels like to be in your body. To be an embodied soul. And in this next part, I just invite you to scan back through your body and any part that might have felt especially tense or tired or knotted or stressed. Just scan back through your body and bring your focus just to one of those areas that may have felt maybe a little bit tighter than others. Could have been sore. And just bring your awareness back to that space, to that particular part of your body. Many of us have different places that we hold stress, anxiety, fear. I just ask you to go back to one of those places in your body. Bring your awareness back to that space, again, not judging it, not fixing it. Often our bodies have an innate wisdom that they're trying to offer to us to help us stay safe. And that's different for each one of us. So just bring your awareness back to one of those spaces. And just take a couple of deep breaths. Imagine breathing breath into that space of your body. And as you do that, if God feels safe to you in this particular moment. I invite you to just invite God into that space in your body with you. Just allow your attention and awareness, and then invite God's attention and awareness and presence there into that particular space in your body. Just allowing it all to be. Allowing God to be with you in that space. Continue taking breaths and just allowing yourself to be. Take a deep breath. And feel free to stay in that particular space in your body, or if it feels invited, to shift your awareness back to your whole body. And again, if it feels safe and invited, to invite God to be with you in your body, in this space. Noticing what it feels like to be in your body with God. And as we move toward closing this space, I just invite you to continue to stay with your own presence in your body. And in a moment, I'll read a scripture verse and prayer. And then we'll take a few more deep breaths before we close this space. Just continue to be present to your own body, to God, to your breath, to God's life and breath in you. And I just offer these words of Jesus. If they are helpful to you, I offer them to you to receive. If they're not, I ask that you just continue to stay present in your body. The words of Jesus about prayer. Here's what I want you to do. Find a quiet, secluded place so you won't be tempted to role play before God. Just be there as simply and honestly as you can manage. The focus will shift from you to God, and you will begin to sense His grace. I'll read that slowly one more time, and then we'll have some space of silence after. Here's what I want you to do. Find a quiet, secluded place so you won't be tempted to role play before God. Just be there as simply and honestly as you can manage. The focus will shift from you to God, and you will begin to sense His grace. God, we pray that you help us to be in our bodies, with you, before you, as simply and honestly as we can. May you help us to experience your healing and your peace and your grace as we dare to be present to ourselves and to you and to others. And now, as we close this space, just ask that you take a couple deep breaths all the way into your lower back. And begin to touch your fingers to each other, move your feet, and slowly bring your awareness back to this space that you're in, to the room or nature, wherever you are in your car. Just slowly begin to bring your awareness back to this space, noticing what it feels like to be in your body. So I offer you these tools. I hope this has been helpful to decrease anxiety. I really believe that being in our bodies in this present moment is the way to connect with God. When we're worried about the past or worried about the future, we disconnect from our present reality. And we're not able to actually connect with God. So I hope that this has been helpful to decrease some anxiety today. Feel free to use this over and over. May the Lord be with you.